it's the truth. I wanna get to know you.
Well, we'll go straight into the rapid fire. Welcome, ladies and girls.
Take two.
Get to know your Black Ferns. We have Georgia and Luka. Let's start off with a game. Start off with a game called Rapid Fire.
Yeah.
Rapid Fire. Okay, I'll kick it off with the first one.
Yeah.
Who would you rather, Kiwi Ferns or the Black Ferns?
Black Ferns.
Yep.
Black Ferns.
Okay, you have sisters in the team. Who would you rather, Alana or Chelsea?
Oh, and you gotta say why.
And why?
You gotta justify why.
Okay, I will say Alana, only because she's my flatmate and landlord, and I'll get kicked out of the house.
Oh, yes. Good answer.
Okay, yeah.
Alana, 1 point for Alana. And
I'll say Chelsea because she calls the lineouts for me, so she'll be nice if I say her name.
Yeah. Shock
safe, ladies.
I like it.
And lastly, you've got two gun content creators with you guys on tour at the moment. Who's your favourite, Arizona or Rachel?
She's sitting right there, so Arizona.
Be honest. Let's pretend she's not here.
We'll go 1 for 1 just so that they're both happy. Team Rachel.
Smart. We love you guys.
You guys have been media trained. I like it.
I would have said Amanda, but no. Anyways.
But let's get to know you girls a little bit better. Name, your hometown, and your home club.
Okay, I'm Georgia Ponsonby. Hometown is Taihape in the North Island, and I play for the Lincoln U's in Christchurch.
Up the U's.
Up the U's.
Cool. Luka Connor from Opotiki Club, Rangatawa, and Opotiki as well, but up to Papaka.
Oh, that's pretty cool that you guys have like
gangsters.
signs and stuff.
Yeah.
How did you get into rugby? And how long ago did you get into rugby?
I got into rugby when I was about 15.
Yep.
23 now, so 8 years. Why? I was just saying, probably because I played every other sport under the sun. I'd done tennis, I'd done basketball, volleyball, tried cricket, softball, bit of everything, and rugby was just on the list of things I hadn't tried, so I just wanted to give it a go.
Yep.
Nice. I had 3 brothers, no sisters, so pretty much every day after school be on the lawn getting ragdolled down the hill by my older brothers, following them around, and pretty much no choice really.
Yeah. And is there a certain moment where you were playing and you realise, I'm actually pretty gun at this? Do you remember that moment?
Yeah. That moment, it was probably at Condors actually. I was kind of enjoying sevens and I don't know. I just kept making teams and I was like, I must be doing well.
Must be nice.
Must be
nice. And yourself?
Pretty much when I was playing with all the boys and then hit high school and we could play with girls, it was a lot different, and from there I just wanted to be a Black Fern.
Yeah. And speaking of being a Black Fern, when you first got that call or first selection, do you remember the moment and did you cry?
Well, I live out of reception, so I was trying to get my phone into reception, and I missed one call. But yeah, I got that call and I was pretty stoked. My family's not really huggers or criers, but
yeah, same.
Yeah. So it was over the moon.
Yeah.
I was at my flat in Christchurch, and I think one of my flatmates was there, and I just got the call, and it was so funny because Jim or whoever called me was like, "You're not allowed to, on the down low, you're not allowed to tell anyone." And then in the background, my friend's like screaming, "You made the Black Ferns!" and everyone's going, "Ah!" I was like, "Ready to keep it cool." And then I couldn't get hold of my parents for like another, probably like 8 hours, which is really frustrating because they don't live in reception either. So yeah.
And were you guys massive rugby fans growing up? Or who was your, who did you look up to?
Definitely rugby, love it so much. For women, it would be Kayla McAllister, NZ Sevens player. Yeah. And then for men's, it was definitely Richard McCoy.
Yeah, nice.
Richard McCoy.
My dad's a South Islander, so I was brought up, had to support the Crusaders. So I always watched the Crusaders games, loved that, and probably the same like DC and Richie McCaw. Grew up just idolising them. Yeah,
nice. Now, being a female rugby player, what are some of the sacrifices that you guys have had to make, or what are some of the hardest parts of being a female rugby player? Oh, we just went there.
Probably just never having the same things as the men, but it's definitely slowly growing. like first starting out for rugby would always get the men's seconds and clothing and playing kit, and as it's slowly growing, it's cool to see the women's clubs really stepping up, and especially New Zealand rugby.
Yeah, cool.
Nice. Mine probably. We don't call them sacrifices, we call them choices. But probably just sort of the family friend time that you give up to, you miss out on special events or significant milestones for your friends and family because you've got training or you've got rugby. It's just all part of it, I guess. And I guess that's why we're here today, because we made those choices.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And I'm going back to you guys coming up through the ranks. I had my neighbour and my uncle he was an influential part because my dad never came to my games. But who's the most influential person or people in other than your family, that have helped you, follow this rugby journey?
For me, aside from my family, probably one big one is Rob Jones. He was my high school coach. He was really, really awesome and just at everything, and pretty much gave me all the good basic skills in high school that allowed me to kind of flourish when I left. Just built good routines, good standards in our high school team that sort of just set me up nicely for what was to come. He's very, very cool man.
It's really hard besides family because my parents are my number one. But a big idol for me growing up was Exia. She was a Black Fern who made it from my town. So my goal was always to be the next Black Fern for Bay of Plenty. So I just really wanted to follow in her footsteps.
Awesome. And speaking of following in those people's footsteps, what is one of the what's some advice that you could give to the next generation that are coming up, that are following in your footsteps? What is one thing that you could tell someone that is beginning their career?
I'd probably say, me growing up and before I was first named as Black Fern, I just thought it was just such this unachievable goal. I'd never be good enough to get there. Personally, I never had speed, fitness, power, any athleticism genetically gifted to me, so I just had to work for everything. But I just thought I'd never be good enough, and I'd probably say if you work hard, you can be good enough. You just need to put in the work, and don't put it in the I will never get there basket. Just if you want it, it actually is achievable.
Cool.
Nice. Probably the same. If you have goals, just write them down. People will tell you can't make them or achieve them. Don't listen to anyone, just follow your dreams and put your head down. It's going to be a hard journey, ups and downs, injuries, non-selection, but if you believe in yourself, you'll get there.
Awesome. Perfect. All right, girls. That's all for today, and we'll be cheering you guys on tomorrow, so good luck. And thanks for joining us.
We are. Black Ferns.
Sorry, all right, thanks, girls.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
And sorry about the mix-up there.
Girl, it's the